Sorry, I just burnt my
Oh,
mouth.
oh no.
Oh,
That's not a good
sorry.
way to start the interview. Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't have a tongue anymore, but I'm fine.
Lulu, is that you? Good girl.
Will you give hugs now? Really?
Lulu gives the best hug. You've never had a Lulu hug?
No, we don't exactly hug.
Well, it's lovely to talk to you about dog. I swear Lulu's eyes got me straight away.
Oh, I know. She's got really. They're almost human-like. They're like it's really wild. She's such a pretty dog.
She's gorgeous. I imagine no scene partner compares to Lulu, but I'm interested to know, what does acting alongside a dog give you that a human acting partner can't?
You really have to pay attention in a different way, I think, because you're not really acting with the dog as much as you are with, like, say, if you were an actor and we're talking, we have lines, but we're actually connecting and we have like a plan that we've rehearsed and whatnot. The dog is truly going to do whatever it's going to do. I mean, we know that the dog, we have a plan for the dog, but is the dog handler is going to be able to get her to do what she's supposed to do, or am I going to have to try to jump in there and like manipulate it somehow? So you really have to just pay attention. I mean, I'm about as present as you could be, which does something strange to the acting. Usually you have these like really well thought out sort of like intentions and things. But when you're with a dog that you don't know, or a kid that you don't know if they're going to do what they're doing, you have to really, truly kind of just go along for the ride and hope that you get all your lines right. Like that's kind of the best you can do.
Well, you guys made the perfect duo. It must have been so hard to say goodbye to her.
It's tough. I still get to see her, and Joe, her handler, is a good buddy. He keeps me in touch. Like, he sends me photos. All the dogs, actually. We've become really close with our dog handling crew, and like, everybody, all the handlers ended up keeping their dogs, which isn't actually typical. Like, sometimes the dogs will go on to do other jobs and have a different handlers, but these dogs the handlers fell in love with the dogs, and they're like their personal home dogs now, and they still work with them on other movies, but they fell in love.
I'd be exactly the same if I was working on a movie like this. I think that the power that dogs hold over us is incredible. What's the craziest thing that you've done for your dog? Like, my family have an oil painting of our previous dog in the living room.
Other than the sad stuff, like towards when my dog was like she was really sick. What all that we did to try to get her well and keep her like here was astronomical. But that's a sad story. She would sleep in a hammock with me when we'd camp and stuff, because I would always feel like she would like be too cold just to sleep outside on the ground. So I'd just make her jump up in the hammock with me, and we'd cuddle all night in the hammock.
Oh, doing it in style in a hammock. I love that.
Yeah, getting snugged in.
Not the girl I thought I'd be in the tub with, but I'll take what I can get at this point, I guess.
Dog films make me cry more than anything. What's a dog movie that always gets you?
Ooh, White Fang always gets me. Where the Red Fern Grows gets me. Hachiko gets me. Yeah, there's tons. I love dog movies. And weirdly, even Turner and Hooch, even though it's like a Disney, so it's not supposed to be super like emotional, but even that, like, it's so good. Like, Tom Hanks and that dog were comic gold. Like, just truly special.
Hey! No! No! You're just a demon. You're just a demon.
I love how your character's talking to Lulu in this like he's her friend.
Yeah.
Is that what typically goes on then with you and your dog? Is that just like a normal day?
Yeah, no, I straight up talked to my dog. My dog's name is Cutie now. She's not in the movie. She's not a movie dog, but she's that type of breed. She's a Dutch Shepherd, and Malinois are kind of the same. She's a Dutch Shepherd, and like, I literally talk to her like she's a human, and she like understands everything I say, because in my mind, she gets it on some level.
Do you do that thing when your voice just goes higher and you talk to them like they're babies?
No, I sort of talk to her like I'm talking to like a human. I'm just like, hey, what are you doing? You good? You hungry? All right, I'll get you some food. Like, it's that pedestrian. I'm being loving, I guess I do. I'm like, yeah, I love you so much. I definitely do the baby talk, I'm sure.
Is Hits Radio.